Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. So let's check in with Bitcoin. Bitcoin continued. It's moved down. We talked about this large cluster area coming in about 6682 to 6755, dipping below it multiple times, but buyers stepped in every time there. Spiking all the way down to 6549. Clear divergences setting up here and a potential double bottom. So we can update these levels now, should it not get through the rotation zone. Let's drag this down from a reverse Gann box back to the forward Gann box to get our big levels. So now we're looking about 62.21, 61.25 area for next key level. And then if it breaks below that, we have 6,000 and then 58.93. We do have this, let me take this all. Oh, sorry. I need to take this one also. Let me redo those levels. Sorry about that. Need to move this one too. All right, now we have the proper cluster. So we have 62.21, 6,000, and a huge cluster at 5,900. So watch for that one below there. We have 52.62. Now we have a potential double bottom forming with these divergences. Again, do not front run these potential double bottom patterns because they may never trigger. So it need a close or an extended move with a pullback test, 72.69. That would be the key closing level above. Keep in mind it's lower probability because right now, was it to shoot up to the right now, it's against the rotation zone. It would be better if it sort of meandered a bit up there and got the rotation zone out of the way, at least on the 4 hour. Three target, 75.96, 77.59, then 79.23, right at the top at the end of this clear path move. You'll want to keep an eye on this 50-period exponential moving average, and we have right about the 50% retracement. So really the target I'd be focusing on is the 77.59 to 78.63 level on there. Let's check in on the daily chart. Daily chart, you can also see that 77.59 level coming in right with the 8 EMA, so that's going to be a very important level. And also look at this. We had all the way over here back in February, buyers stepping in. Then middle of March, levels of all these buyers stepping in. And then even on the last sell-off, we had minor buyers stepping in at that key level. So anybody who bought there who wants to dump it back and break even, that's going to be very key on a rally to there. So would not ignore that level, especially if you're trying to buy a dip and it does get up there. At least move up your stop and protect some of your profits, or take something off and move up your stop. Do not ignore those levels. Switching over to Ethereum. Ethereum, we're watching for 370, dipping down to 364, but that's where the buyers have stepped in. Also, divergences forming here. Even though this is slightly higher low, this is essentially flat price action with a major divergence in the RSI. So it fits into a divergence pattern in my book, since this is flat price action, rising RSI. So also, we are looking at the key levels coming in here. We also have a potential double. So, potential double. Again, rotation zone would be better if it got out of the way to make it higher probability, but we'd need a close or an extended move above 411. Then we'd be looking for 434, 446, and 458. The falling 50-period exponential moving average on the 4-hour chart just above that, so that'll come in at this higher level, and we'll fine-tune it. I'm actually going to drop this down to this major level now to project really what's going on. And let's see. We're still going to leave it from this last sell-off, and we have a pretty strong cluster now. So if it rotates back down and breaks through this 364 level, we'd be watching for 336 to about 342. Very key area in there, and we'll take a look at the daily chart, how that's going to play out. Let's just switch over to that right now. All right, daily chart with these green lines. So these green lines, again, with that final cluster I talked about, right around this 338. So we were looking at 336 to 342. 338 is this prior major breakout zone, and we did dip below this whole area. So that one is done. That did not provide a lot of support in there. Currently, if we do stage the bigger rally, you see where the 8s running into, I'd really be watching about this 449 level. The 8's going to drop in here on the daily, and that's going to be also the 37.5% retracement from the highs that were set back on the 21st to the most recent lows. So we could trigger this double, run up, hit the 8, and then see how it reacts to there. But that would just be a corrective move to the rotation zone on the daily time frame. No divergences yet on the daily time frame, and no high probability buying setup on a daily time frame, just that potential double on the 4 hour. So we have for you on Ethereum and Bitcoin, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.